Good morning, Ella.
Good morning.
And you are one of our clinical case managers at Serendipity, is that right?
Yes.
Well, so one of the biggest things right now that's all over the news, there's articles everywhere about the mental health of students during this virtual learning space.
Mhm.
And I know that the challenge for our students is so much greater. Can you speak to us a little bit about that?
Yes. So, I mean, even just from a global standpoint, there are a lot of people struggling with isolation and anxiety and depression. That's absolutely a reality right now. And we work with students who already struggle with these things. And so it just grows exponentially. I think the most important thing that we try to do with these kids is just to maintain a connection. How can we decrease that feeling of alone and isolation? A lot of the ways that we do try to support the students in not feeling isolated has to do with a lot of our outreach. And I know you already spoke with Nicholas and Taylor about our garden program, and that's one way we connect with families and students. And we have so many other avenues that we use to maintain those connections through the different services that we provide.
And because it's really all about relationship, right? That's really one of the foundational things that Serendipity is able to provide in a more powerful way than perhaps in a general education setting.
Yes, that's correct. The therapeutic aspect and the mental health support does not only come from case managers or mental health professionals. It really truly comes from the whole program. And the case managers, I think we're at the root of that. We provide the training and encouragement and support, but the outreach comes from everybody, whether we're in person or doing distance learning.
So one of the things that we are hoping to do with the money that we're raising during this resiliency response is to hire a resource specialist. And from what Kevin told me, that person would be someone who would be able to sort of lift the load of maybe some of the connection with families that's more logistical, that would really allow you to focus more on your clinical work and the connection with students. How does that seem like something that would really help?
Well, yeah, the case managers, sometimes we're therapists, sometimes we're social workers, sometimes we're school counselors. We fill a lot of shoes, really, and that's another one that we do, is a lot of the connecting to resources and things like that. So that having assistance for something like that would be really, really great. It would definitely provide the opportunity to focus even more on our support to the families and kids.
Ella, can you walk me through what a day for a clinician looks like?
Yes, I smile because every day is so different, and although the core role we play as case managers is the same, our classroom needs are different, all our student needs are different. But one thing that we all do is reaching out to our families and seeing what they need. We also connect with classroom staff and help support them with any concerns they might have about student behavior in the classroom, or if they're feeling that a student needs additional support, which would be more than what we're already providing them. And then we discuss what that would look like, who would be facilitating that. I wish that people could see the time and energy that people truly put into planning for each student, reaching out to each family. I'm a part of teams that will talk about a student and their needs and how we can support them, for an hour after school. And that's just for one student. We've had staff delivering food during all the smoke and the fires, and we've had staff drive pretty reasonably long distances to do home checks on students who've really been struggling. Classroom staff customizing classroom lessons because they know that there's one student who's just really not wanting to do work, and maybe they'll be more engaged if they do something that's tailored to their interests. And the caring that goes behind all of those projects and decision making is present all the time. And that's something that people who don't work at Serendipity don't get to see. but it's there. And that's one reason I really like being a part of the team that I am.
Ella, thank you so much for joining us. It's been great to hear kind of behind the scenes of what you're doing, and I so appreciate your time.
Yeah, thank you for having me.